I didn't. I got into education because I was working as a classroom aide when I graduated from high school. And once I was being a teacher's aide, then I saw that the other teachers were not that much different than me, and I said, okay, there's something I can do. So working there, I developed a love of working with children, and that's how I started.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
Seeing students grow.
Did you face any obstacles to get where you are today? Did people not want you to get into education?
I think the obstacles are most of the unspoken obstacles. Nobody's going to tell you, no, we don't want a Hispanic principal that doesn't speak English that much, because when I came to the United States, I was almost 15. I came to 9th grade, not knowing any English. So my obstacles were in my own belief, am I good enough? I'm learning English, how can I be that? Every door is there for me for the taking, but did I believe I could do it? Those were my own obstacles.
Did you did you have previous jobs before you got into education?
Well, believe it or not, I graduated high school thinking, because I'm the only, out of a family of 7, the only one who went to college, and so most of my family worked in the fields. I mean, I even worked in the fields summers and winter break, so it was just, wait, the question was, did I what?
Oh, I just forgot that. Do you remember what I just had? I forgot the question.
Me too. I was in the process of
I know,
answering.
and then I was listening to you and I forgot all about it.
Well, we can go with the next question.
Okay. Oh yeah, I asked if you had previous jobs.
Oh, previous jobs, yes. So graduated from high school thinking, I don't know what else to do, but I graduated from high school. I went to work at a lube shop, changing oil and tires, because all I knew was working in the fields. And after working in the fields, I knew I didn't want to work in the fields, but I didn't know what else to do, so I ended up, the only other job that I had was just working at changing tires and stuff. And it was not until I became an instructional assistant by chance, by accident. I went to help my previous teacher, and I said, I'm here just to volunteer, can you use me?
So
and then he's like, why don't you apply to be a teacher's aide? And I'm like, all right. And that's how it started.
So you worked your way up to be a principal, or?
I did 5 years as a teacher's aide when going to community college, and because it took me 5 years to do 2 years. Then after that, I went to the university, and then came back as a teacher. So 5 years as a teacher's aide. I took 2 years off to finish my college, then came back and I started teaching. Then from teacher, I was a summer school principal. Then I was an assistant principal for 4 years. Then I became a principal. So
are
yeah,
you happy with being a principal?
It is the most fulfilling job, and every time that I've had a job, it's been, oh, this is a good job for me. Like when I was a teacher's aide, I was in kinder at first, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool, really good. Then I became a 5th grade teacher, and I was like, 5th grade rocks. And then it was when I was an assistant, so every year I've had has been really good, but being a principal has been the best, and of course that's where I am right now.
It's actually you enjoy doing it, it's fun, doesn't just feel like work to you?
No, because when you really are, it's not a drag. Very little in this time of being a principal, this is my 6th year, rarely have I had this, oh, it's a drag. it's really, I believe the teachers are working really, really hard, but we work with a purpose. And so that purpose drives the entire year and drives the staff and drives me, that we begin the year and we are ending the year with that same purpose, so that keeps us going. And in the end, we really want our students to grow. And so we check it every week, and every week is different. So it keeps me motivated, but not like a micromanaging person. I give teachers and students a lot of respect of, you know your job, I'm just here to help you. And so that makes it, like you say, it's a joy to come to work. And there hasn't been a time in which I'm like, I have to come to work.
Do you regret that you didn't just start teaching like right after high school, like start going to college for teaching right after high school? That do you regret?
Really good question, because for the whole time I was going to Cal Poly is where I went, I was like, why did it take me 5 years to do 2? I started teaching when I was 25, and I was like, you know, I could have started when I was 23. I regretted that like for 2-3 years, but you know, once I got into the principalship, I was thinking, if I didn't have those experiences, then I couldn't see what our instructional assistants are doing here. And so I regretted it at that time, but in retrospect, it was so good that I did it, because I could see myself in their place. And when I talked to them, it's like, I've done it. I've been a yard duty, I've been a teacher's aide, I've changed tires. So I empathize with them, and I know where they're coming from.
Do you have any advice for me for like if I want, like when I want to get into teaching, like any advice?
You know, starting with the regret, to tell you that if you get into teaching, fine. If you change your mind along the way, it's fine. If you take longer, it's also okay. All the experiences that you're gonna have are gonna be useful for your own or for the people that you're trying to make an impact. Because they're just gonna make you a wealthier person, more knowledgeable. So don't be bound by, I'm going to college and this is it, and I already told everybody that I was doing it, and be bound by just who you are.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you. What's your name?
Ringo.
Thank you.
I'll give you a card.